Hey y'all, it's 10:30 in the morning and I've not even had any breakfast. Today I'm going to teach you how to make banana pancakes. They are so good. It tastes kind of like banana bread, except we're making pancakes out of it, and I love them for breakfast. You know, almost all children love bananas, okay? That's one thing that's in your favor because you can fix these up for them and they will love it. I'm not going to make a big old bunch of batter, but I'm just going to make one little bunch of batter. This banana is soft, but it's not ruined. See there, it looks good. Throw it in your little bucket and get you a fork. I say your little bucket, I mean All right, so I'm just going to mash this up a little bit. It doesn't have to be really super mashed, but just mash it some, okay? Now, some children don't like nuts. I've got some of my grandkids that like them and some don't. But both of my children, Dallas and Hannah, both like nuts. So to make this nutritious for your children, if they will eat a nut, put it in there. But you've got a whole banana right here. I'm going to put in 1 cup. And what I'm doing is I am using the White Lily self-rising. And the reason I'm using this is because I want my pancakes to fluff up, okay? And usually I just use 1 egg in this. But today I'm using 2. And the reason I am is because these are Hannah's eggs and they're smaller than the ones I buy in the store. And when they're yard eggs, I like to crack them and look at them before I put them in my dish, just in case. That looks fine. Okay, put it in. Let's do us another one. We'll take that color. That's kind of a green egg. It's pretty, isn't it? I'm always excited for her to give me some eggs. And that one looks good, so let's put it in there. All right, now we're going to mix our banana and our eggs together real good. Get them all mixed up. And seeing how we're going to make this kind of spicy today, we're going to put in a dash of cinnamon. Just a dash. Maybe 2. I like cinnamon, do y'all? Mix that in there good. This is a quick breakfast for your children, y'all. A really quick one. We're going to use a cup of White Lily self-rising flour. Mix that in good. Ooh, I'm making a mess this morning. Let me get my spoon. What am I doing? Let me get my spoon. There we go. We're going to mix that in, and we're fixing to put in some buttermilk and some vanilla. But we want to get this kind of incorporated just a little bit. And I'll show you what we're going to do. All right. Because of us going to make it more like a banana bread, but we're making banana pancakes because we're not going to have to. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of vanilla. In there. And I am going to put in 1/4 cup of sugar. Mix that in. Now here's where you're going to have to, I hadn't got a recipe for, right here. All right, here's our batter. It is way too thick. So what you're going to do, if you don't use buttermilk, it's okay. But I do. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put some buttermilk in this until the consistency is correct. So everything can be measured but this. If you're putting in sweet milk, it doesn't take as much. Like I say sweet milk, y'all know that's just whole milk, okay? But if you're using buttermilk, it takes more than sweet milk because it's thicker. All right, I'm going to put just a little bit in there at the time because what I'm looking for is my nice consistency. All right, let's look at it. I'm going to hold it up and kind of pour it and see what happens. I'm going to put just a little bit more, not much. I think that'll do it. Let's see. Oh, Lord, on cold mornings, my mama would make us some little flapjacks. We'd put syrup on it, all kind of stuff. All right, so something, and I've got about just a little bowl full of pecans here that I'm going to rough chop. You don't want them real fine, but I will say this. If your children don't like nuts, I'm sorry. But you can trick them into eating it. And here's how you can do it. You can cut these things so fine that they don't even know they're eating pecans. And they're high in protein. So let's think about what's in our pancakes. All right, we've got a banana, which gives you potassium and lots of other things. We've got 2 eggs, which give you protein and a lot of other things. And we've got these nuts, which give you protein and a lot of other things. When I say a lot of other things, I mean a lot of other vitamins that your body needs. So here's my pecans. I chopped them roughly because I want to taste them. I want some crunch in there. But if you've got some of those little finicky kids, then you chop yours so fine they don't even know what's in there. Just tell them to eat them. Don't mention it. Don't mention it. You know, your kids, you ain't got to tell your kids everything, y'all. I don't know why these parents think that. I was at a baby shower the other day. Y'all come over here. Let's fry these up. I was at a baby shower the other day, and 2 young ladies were sitting by me. They both have children. And at the baby shower, they had little open-face sandwiches. They were so good. They had cut them in little circles and put some little goodie on it. And then I think they cut up aroma tomatoes because they were little, like bite-sized. It had a little tomato sitting on top with a little stuff on it. They were so good. Well, the lady that was sitting next to me, I'll turn this on high and we're getting a pat of butter to go on there. The lady that was sitting next to me, a young lady, she was pulling her tomatoes off. I'm going to put a little olive oil. She was pulling her tomatoes off of the sandwich and just eating the sandwich part. And I said, you don't like tomatoes? She said, no. And I don't like them. And I said, do you ever offer, I think she's got 2 or 3 children, I'm not sure. I said, do you ever offer your children any tomatoes in case they like them? She said, no, I hadn't done that. See, here's what happens. Now, let me be honest with y'all. Let me be honest. Let's say the mother doesn't like tomatoes. Therefore, she isn't going to give them to her children. They're not going to have the opportunity to make a decision. And I asked her, I said, does your mother like tomatoes? Does your mother like tomatoes? She said, no, she doesn't like them. I said, that's probably because you didn't get to have them when you were little. Y'all, just because you don't like anything, don't deprive your children of getting to taste something. Just cut the tomato up, put it on their plate, and keep your mouth closed. and just don't say anything. And when they're little, and let them have the opportunity of making their own decision about that. I mean, we tell our children so many things they can and can't do that once in a while, let them have a choice. Like what to wear to school or maybe something like that. I'm going to turn this down. Y'all notice that I put just a little bit of olive oil in it too because I don't want my butter to burn. And you turn this on low. I turned it on high till it melted, but now I've got it on 4. All right, take your batter. I need another spoon to pour my pancake out. That was too little. Let's see what we got over here. We'll take this one. This is a nice one. All right, just take your batter. See, you can tell how it is. I want y'all to see that because you're going to have to make your own decision on that. And put your 1 right in the middle. I'll turn it to 6. And let that cook, okay? Come over here and look. But don't deprive your children of things. All right, y'all see a few little bubbles coming up in there? That's a good sign. That's a good sign that it's cooking on the other side, okay? And I've got it turned on 6. All right. Here's what Mama did when she was doing for me and my brothers. She'd just stand at the stove and keep flapping out flapjacks. And as we ate them, she'd give us a fresh one. And then we'd butter it up, put syrup and all that good stuff on it. And it was so good. We loved it. We loved it. So anyway, this right here, I don't know how many it'll make. I would say maybe 7 or 8. Which I can't eat all these, but I will tell you this. It'll last in the refrigerator. Put it in a container that's got a top to it so the air can't get to it. The bananas want to turn dark in there, but it's still good. But if you wanted to just make up your batter and then put your bananas in last, then you don't have, you can just make them up according to how many pancakes you're making. All right, here we go. Let's flip it over. It's already got bubbles all on this side, okay? Do like that and flip her over. Well, I like to cook it too much, didn't I? It looks good, though. Okay, I'm going to put just a little bit of butter on top because I like a little extra butter on top of mine. Okay, I'm going to do like that. Make sure there's some oil down in there underneath it. Okay. Smear your butter around all over it. Like that. Okay. Have y'all made your children homemade pancakes or do you buy that pancake mix? All right, let's check this side. It's done. Put it over there. It looks like I need a little bit more stuff right here. So I'm going to put a little butter, a little olive oil, mix them together, and put our batter on there. Okay. Now, while this is cooking, let me show you what I'm going to do. I like to put some goodie on top of mine. I like real whipping cream, but I don't have any today, so I'm just going to take some of that bought cool whippy type stuff, whip topping or whatever you want to call it, like that. And I like to mix a little powdered sugar in mine because it makes it fluffier. This is 1/3 of the cup, I think. Let me look. Yes, I mean 1/4. This is 1/4 of a cup. Just put that over there and stir it around. You can just kind of let your Cool Whip alone and put you some just plain old powdered sugar. Sprinkle it on top of your pancakes. That's good too. But this makes it real fluffy. See? It makes it good. Like that. Okay, let's flip this over. I imagine it's ready on one side. Okay. And we're fixed to eat it, so let me get me out a fork. Let me get me out a fork. And a little honey. I'm going to have some honey on mine today, I think. Y'all, the one who sent me the chrysanthemums, I got them yesterday. Thank you. And I just got in from the outside planting them. I've got on my old doctor's pants. Y'all know I like to work in these things. And my old shoes. And it was kind of sprinkling rain outside, but I thought I better get out there real quick. All right, this is ready. Put it on top of the other one. Move your skillet off the eye. Because I'm only going to make 2 of these things. I figured y'all probably wanted more. But you can save your Put your butter on top. Smear it around so it melts good on there. No, I hadn't had any breakfast yet. I got busy in there doing something, and I went over to Hannah's and fed the chickens. I fed the chickens before I even fed myself. I gave them some leftover grits and a piece of leftover hoe cake. Okay. And the dog ran out there, so I gave her a bite of hoe cake. All right, let's see if we can squeeze some honey out of this thing. Lord have mercy. And get us some of this good whipping cream here. Put on top. Now tell me, which child, let me get me a fork, which child in your life wouldn't like this? Now, I mean, my goodness, y'all. And they get a banana and some nuts. If they don't like nuts, just crunch them up real little. They won't know the difference. I'm telling you, they won't. And don't you say anything. Just keep your mouth shut. All right, here we go. You are the adult in the family, remember. Remember that. Don't give them a choice. Just put it on their plate. Or you're going to have picky children. That is so good. I feel like I'm eating warm banana bread. If you don't want to bake today, make you some of these. That is so good. Y'all try this. You're going to love it. The only thing that I'd change if I were doing it, I'd use real whipping cream. I just didn't have any. But I had this. That fake kind. Okay. Love y'all. Making some banana pancakes. Make sure you use the white Lily self-rising, because you don't want them flat. If you don't have any self-rising, you're going to have to put in some baking powder, a little baking soda, salt, and all that kind of stuff in it to make it fluff up, okay? And you can do it with 1 egg, but I wanted to put 2 because mine were little. And I want the kids and me to have egg, okay? Love y'all. Bye-bye.